broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Kaufmann. Now, let the buzz begin!
There it is.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another Gotham after show. Season 2, episode 7, Mommy's Little Monster. I'm your host, Micheal Andrew. You can find me on Twitter at Micheal_Drew, Micheal EAL. I'm here with Miss Monse Bolanos.
Hi, yeah, I'm so excited to be back.
Hey,
I was not
welcome.
here last week.
I know, you missed the goodness. Last week was good.
I can't believe I wasn't here for that. I don't know. I was not a fan of Miss Kringle being killed.
Yeah.
Not a fan at all.
We spoke at great length.
I wish I should have phoned in. I should have made a phone in or something.
You should have phoned in.
I was so upset. I was really upset. But I'm glad to be back.
Hey, where can we find you on Twitter?
You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Monse Bolanos.
Mr. Steve Kaufmann.
And you guys can find me right here, right now, but also on Twitter. I'm at Steve Kaufmann, Kaufmann. I'm probably about to tweet about it. I'm going to lose in fantasy football. That just popped up.
Oh, that sucks.
I didn't like that.
I can't do fantasy football. It's too traumatizing for me. Isn't this? I love this intro. This is a good thing
Can
to
we
talk
just keep it on in the background the whole time?
That clearly is an ode to every creepy scene with Edward Nygma today.
Yes.
So good.
Yeah. Also, guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, youtube.com/AfterBuzzTV, SoundCloud, iTunes. Like us, share us, talk to us, chat with us on Twitter. And okay, folks, real quick, what was your... We didn't really talk too much about you on Kringle, so you really didn't like the last week's episode because you missed it?
Yeah, I really didn't think that was necessary.
Yeah.
I felt like it sped up Nygma's character and his development in a way that deprives us of seeing his growth to becoming the Riddler.
Now, seeing today's episode,
Yes.
does that change your mind in any
No,
shape
it
or
actually... Or, sorry, Monse.
Go ahead.
No, that's exactly... I feel like that is even more aggressive. Where, like, we
already jumped. We went...
He's a villain now.
Yeah, like
he's a full-fledged villain.
We went from this dorky Nygma to, okay, now he's becoming the Riddler. Like, that's it. And I we just took such a big jump so fast. I'm not saying that I was against the fact that he killed her. I just think it happened too fast. That's all. And we spoke. I thought that scene was very touching. Him holding her and it was well done by the actors. But I disagree with the writers.
It would have been great episode 16.
Yeah, it could have been drawn out.
Yes, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because they would have went so long with them in the background and them just going through couple stuff and them solving crimes because that's what they do.
Yeah, for this being a backstory, it was like, seriously,
it didn't have to happen so fast.
It didn't have to happen.
I agree.
You're giving it this much attention and you just killed her.
Yeah, considering what goes on this week with Nygma, it's just so funny when Theo says later on in the episode, he says his mayoral candidacy, because he goes through a lot to become the mayor. He calls what was it, birth by fire? What was it?
What are you talking about?
When Theo at the very, very end. Oh yeah, baptism of fire.
Oh,
he called it a baptism
yes.
of fire. And I think that's kind of what happened with Nygma. I felt like Nygma, this was a baptism of fire, as this is pretty much the debut of the Riddler. That's what this episode was.
Yes.
So all right, so we'll start with Nygma. So he awakes completely traumatized and talking to himself. But they went in a direction that I didn't. They went full-fledged.
But that was the groundwork they laid. I
but
swear I'm
so
going to get off my high horse about the Nygma stuff. Like,
No, I mean I don't disagree with you with what you're saying.
this is the
though.
We Hate the Nygma storyline podcast.
I mean,
I'm kidding.
I actually think that we all like the storyline. We just think it happened too quick, and I think that's what happened. That's what was really shown, and that it immediately jumps with his tougher self already arguing with him, and it goes in. I didn't expect it to become a where in the world is Kringle's body type of deal. You know,
Yeah, I did like though that as we were watching, because we watch it with captions, it said Dark Nigma.
Yes.
Whenever
Yeah,
he
it
spoke,
did say Dark Nigma.
I loved that.
So you have to, as a scriptwriter, you do have to differentiate those things. It's
Yeah.
like Nigma, Dark Nigma, okay, Nigma. We're just gonna keep typing.
Yeah. So, and I like how they had the conversation. Please move your phone. So I like how they're talking to the Dark Nigma was pretty much, I guess, hid Kringle's body away from I guess Wimpy Nigma. Is that
Yeah.
what did it say on the?
Not wimpy.
Right,
It just
Nigma.
said, it just Nigma. Yeah, just
It'll just be Nigma on
it'll
the
just
other
be
one.
Nigma.
But they're both him.
They are both him, and I thought it was interesting that they have him say that. Like, you're just how is this possible? You're just a figment of my imagination.
Yeah, and
I thought it was interesting that they had him actually say those words out loud, because it's true. It's like, how the heck did you not know that you took her body? Like the way he, was acting about it. It was just, I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah, I enjoyed that too. I like the way that it was him going back and forth, and how he tricked himself. He didn't like he full on cracked.
Yeah.
Like that, and I guess that's the act that would make you crack. That's the act that would make you crack.
Yes.
But I guess that's murdering your girlfriend out of
Right.
passion.
Out of-
That's what would put you over the edge.
Accidentally, yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing. It's like, once he did that, like Steve's been saying, that's it. He is the Riddler.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now he needs to start killing more people.
And that's exactly what...
And then he's literally going to be a full-fledged Dexter at this point. That he's going to kill people. They're going to come in through his lab, and he's going to cover it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Gordon is probably going to be way too busy to notice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we pretty much he pretty much sends him on a search. Full-fledged.
With riddles and everything.
Full-fledged riddles, all that.
I'm sorry, go to this place and look for this thing is not a riddle.
I mean, he still had to fight.
Just because there's a rhyme up top.
Well, I mean,
Roses are red, violets are blue. Go to the precinct and hit KK on the machine until you find her hand.
It wasn't that blunt, though.
It wasn't, yeah.
You had to figure it out. I
Compared
didn't
to
know
how
that.
deep the Riddler's riddles become,
Well, you gotta
that's
start.
pretty straightforward.
Well, you have to start somewhere. I'm pretty sure he didn't want him to get caught. You know what I mean? It's not like it's
Yeah.
the Batman here. Like, he didn't want him to get caught.
It's true.
He wanted him to find the body.
Yeah.
You know?
It's his dark side, just telling him, like,
Like,
this
give him some hints. Like, we'll get more complicated
Yeah.
down the line.
Yeah.
But right now, just find the body, because I don't really want to go to jail.
Right. And that's what it was. And he has to, like, convince him to be able to do it. Like, his dark side has to convince him
Yeah.
to do this. Because Nigma's still not, like, he was, in the gray area.
Steve's not
now
digging
he's,
it.
like, on one side.
I'm
Steve's
sorry.
not- you really don't like the Nigma storyline, huh?
It's too forced. It's too
It is
forced, and
forced.
then it got in the way of a bunch of cool stuff this week.
Yeah, I agree.
But that's what annoyed me.
We were watching, like, the mayor party going on, and then it was, like, cut to Nigma in
Yeah.
the morgue. Like, it was like, why?
I was like, why are we here? I don't want to be
we
here.
got this cool Louis Prima song, though.
We did. But that was earlier in the episode.
And that song's, like, really old. We could always listen to that song.
You
Like,
could always listen to Louis Prima.
I'm just saying this story in episode, like, 15 or 16.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, I'm sad. I'm sad she's gone.
It would have been a good. I mean, I don't want to harp on it because it's about last week's episode, but it would have been good if everything that happened in this episode with Nigma, to the point where he finds the body, the Louis Primo music in the background, and where he's about to meet, when he finds the body, Leslie comes in and he has to find a way out, and then they have that epic scene at the end. Well, with him talking to himself, where they're kind of where it's like where there's like camera tricks and it's freaking out, and then they just merge, and then he just like he starts laughing maniacally,
Yeah, 'cause
and then
he
chops the
says-
body up.
He says, "How did it feel?" He's like yelling at himself. "How did it feel?" And then he says, "Beautiful."
That was
creepy. Yeah.
that's not.
To be fair, Tiadros Mashwal in our chat, the note on Kringle's hand was a riddle. I'll give it that.
See,
The other thing was not even a riddle.
come on. Hey,
Go to a place
just
and look for a
hating.
thing.
I
It was a
wouldn't,
treasure hunt.
I wouldn't have figured KK. I wouldn't have figured the freaking vending machine.
You would have looked around for all the KKs until you found the vending machine.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think, eventually you would have gotten there. I just wish they would have done all of this little Nigma storylines in the background. I wish it would have just been like, you know what? We're going to give you a whole episode.
Yeah.
We're going to give you 2 whole episodes.
You're going to be a main arc for
Yes.
2 or 3 weeks.
A main arc.
leading to you being the villain you deserve to be, where Gordon has to take you down and throw you in Arkham where
Yes.
you'll eventually get out.
The
'cause it's
villain
Arkham.
you deserve. You need to be the villain that Gotham deserves.
Like, give him
Not the villain we want.
The villain Gotham deserves.
Yep.
I hear you.
Also, Tia Baracco in our chat says no Batman equals no Riddler. I'm on board with that too.
Yes.
Yes.
Which lends to your point of extending.
Yeah. I caught a
thing.
lot of flack last week for talking legacy characters.
You did, and you should have. You deserved it.
Well, because I may have misspoke when I said Cobblepot's the legacy character.
You
For
went-
Penguin, I'm pretty sure he's the Penguin.
You went last week. You went legacy crazy. You like everyone's legacy. That's not even Jim Gordon. That's Jim Gordon's dad. That's not even him.
I said Jim Gordon. Jim Gordon, obviously Bruce Wayne, and then Cobblepot.
That's not Alfred. That's his uncle. No, I hear
I'm
you.
trying to say most of these people are legacy characters.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you're wrong, but I agree. I agree with you. I agree with your your ability to opinionate yourself. But your points, I completely disagree with.
But they're so well spoke.
They are well spoke. So the Enigma thing, like, yeah, I just would have preferred it to be middle, to be 16. I would have preferred if Kringle didn't die and they joined together.
Yeah.
I would have preferred Kringle to be his partner in crime for a while.
And then
Yes, like just a little
she
bit.
died.
His
And they
Yeah.
turned
BFF.
him.
I see.
Yeah, without him killing her.
All right. We're writing our own story.
I know. But
Just-
while we're on that subject, Watt Seamus, WOT Seamus in the chat.
Hey.
Could we get introduced to Hugo Strange through Enigma going to Arkham? I like that.
It's not bad. Hugo Strange is a crazy doctor from
Yes.
Arkham Asylum in the comic books, and he's a real big character.
And it
in
seems
the
likely
Batman lexicon.
the way we've left things. It
Yeah.
seems likely that if it's not Arkham, it would be Indian Hill.
Yeah.
I think it would be Indian Hill.
Hugo Strange is a character
I think
that
but I
should
think
be.
we're going to
too.
get Hugo Strange in it, running that whole place in Indian Hill.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This is a good time to insert that because
Hey.
it didn't come up this week. Enigma would be the closest stem to it.
Yeah. Last thing about Enigma, just to put a nail
Just
in
to
the
seal
coffin.
it?
Get it.
Okay. Get it?
Everything that happened right now, there's no difference, because what's he gonna do for the rest of the season?
Ask the writers.
Exactly.
That's exactly.
This would have been
Dexter, he's gonna unless he's Dextering in the B plot line
Yeah.
for like 5 weeks.
That's all he could be. You're right.
This
Like,
would've
that's
been-
what
But
he's
even
doing.
then, that'll get old the second time. Where it's like, but you're just Enigma now,
Yeah.
or you're just Riddler now. You're just gonna kill people, but you're gonna be Dexter because you're gonna solve the crime.
You have to hide it, so.
This would have been perfect at
he-
like second to last episode.
Or
Him
if Kringle were
becoming
alive,
Riddle.
helping it,
Yeah.
and they were taking down bad people.
I don't know about
I'm
taking
gonna-
on bad people, just
I'm gonna write my own Enigma storyline.
Seriously,
with
I'm so
blackjack
against
and
this.
hookers.
with blackjack and hookers. Okay.
All right.
Perfect.
Blackjack and hookers.
It's a meme from Future. It's a meme that it originated from Futurama, where Bender said, "I'm gonna make my own something
And
with blackjack and hookers."
Oh, so he adds that to everything to spice
Well,
it
that's
up.
a meme now, where it's like, "I'm gonna make my own blank
With blackjack and
with
hookers.
blackjack and hookers."
Got it. Got
Know
it.
your meme, dog.
Thank you
Huh,
for
know your
explaining.
meme, dog. My bad.
Because I didn't know. I was just like, he likes blackjack and hookers.
I was like, okay, that's interesting. It's like, all right, blackjack and hookers. I mean, I can
To each his
understand.
own.
To each his
To
own.
each his own.
All right, you know.
So we weren't judging.
cool,
All
Steve.
right, speaking of blackjack and hookers, Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
Lil Wayne.
excellent. Well done. That was
That was
the best
good.
segue ever.
That's good.
So we go to Bruce. So speaking of blackjack and hookers, I can see Selena knows that lifestyle way more than he does.
Selena's about that life.
She's about that life.
She's
Just
about-
not the hooker
at least,
part.
at least
like,
Yeah.
she's about being in that room. She's not about being a hooker.
So
Right.
So we see in the beginning that Silver St. Cloud is actually she's pretty much baby Tabitha without the murdering.
Seriously.
She's full on Theo. She's Theo's pawn. She's like, I'm gonna get him.
That little girl needs to calm down.
She's a
But I
little
did
woman.
like that she called or smelled Selena and was like, "You're just a piece of gutter
She
trash."
did smell her.
I was like, "You are a witch with another letter."
Full-fledged woman. She's a woman in a baby girl's body.
But she's gonna get killed.
I don't know if she's gonna kill.
She's
She might
gotta
get
get
slapped. She's gonna get slapped by
No,
Selena.
she's gotta-
gonna get killed. Silver St. Cloud, she's gonna get killed.
Think so?
Selena Kyle's gonna do it
No, come
Yes.
all day.
That's crazy. That's not gonna
Yes.
happen.
Well, name the wager.
I'm not betting you.
She has to die. She has to die. She's gonna die. Theo's gotta die. Tabitha's gotta die.
Theo,
They've
yeah.
all gotta die.
Yeah, Silver's not gonna die. Well, I don't know. Maybe.
They all have to die because they're going after Bruce, Lil Wayne, and it can't happen.
Well, I think so. Oh.
Let's do it again. Yes.
It's been a week. We're not.
We're
we
rusty.
doing this?
We're
Got
it,
rusty
though.
on our no look high five.
Are
Exactly.
we doing this really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Silver is fully on. She's fully on Theo's squad. And then she goes.
don't like
She's
her.
actually she ends up at Bruce's crib. Sorry, at Bruce's house. I ethnicked it up real quick. She's at his crib, right? She's at
Baby
Bruce's
crib
crib,
was there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
and they're there talking, and Selena shows up. Actually, no. Silver wasn't in the room. Bruce is there chilling.
Selena sneaks
shows
in,
up.
as she does.
As she
Yeah.
does, she's in like the front door.
Yeah, and then he brings that up.
Yeah, well,
He says,
you know.
you gotta use the front door.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm badass. I don't care about that. Then Silver comes in,
Yeah.
and Silver just like fully owns the
Throws some
situation.
major
No,
shade.
she's like, she's got two different sides. Like she has the like proper Silver that Bruce likes, and then she's got the Gallivan side
Yeah.
where she's evil.
Even her name is wild. Silver St. Cloud. If you told me I'm meeting a person named Silver St. Cloud, I'd be like, who is this?
I'm not gonna like, I like Silver.
Me too.
I think
like,
that's adorable. If I ever have children, maybe
Yeah.
Silver will be. So I really like that name. But yeah, that girl,
Not
man.
Gold,
I
but
feel
we'll-
like no, I don't like Gold. I feel like I hate this little girl too much. Like I'm so much older than her, and I am hating on this little girl.
Well, she's traumatized. She doesn't know.
but
Something
let's be
happened
clear.
to
No,
make
she's
her that
not. She
way.
knows what she's
No,
doing.
no, she is a messed up little girl. Because like she said, how Bruce Wayne is wrapped around her pinky finger. She is
Yeah.
wrapped
She did. around
Gallivan's
Pinky finger.
like whole hand or
Whole
whatever.
hand.
Like
But I hate her already, and it's
No,
like you're such a
all
little
these
girl.
girls. So far, every woman or every female on this show not named Leslie is somewhat traumatized. Right? There's
Leslie's
somewhat.
traumatized.
No, everyone. There's someone. Leslie's the only one
wasn't
who's normal.
traumatized.
Kringle isn't traumatized.
She's
Kringle
now.
Kringle had something with her. That's why
No, I
she
think
liked. That's why she liked Bad Boys.
no, I think
Essen wasn't traumatized.
Who?
Essen,
Who's Essen?
Commissioner Essen.
Oh yeah, she's dead.
some
But-
people just die in Gotham.
But she wasn't traumatized.
You're right, she wasn't
I'm just
traumatized.
correcting you here.
I like to know that death doesn't count as trauma.
Yes, thank you.
Go
Near-
Gotham.
Yes.
Near death is trauma. Death in the Gotham,
You're right.
this bleak Gotham we see is like a sweet, sweet release.
Fair enough.
That's a very good point. Like, God, someone kill me.
Somebody on the chat makes a very good point. Flip the Coin Studios that Selena has to gain Bruce's trust back. Is she gonna be able to do that?
Yes.
How? There's not while Silver is in the picture.
She's gonna have to make her Silver Saint dead.
Oh, hey,
Punjar.
Love that one. That was good.
that was pretty good.
Steve,
though.
you've lost your talking privileges.
That was pretty good. All right, so Silver. So the moment Bruce leaves the room, because Selena comes in, Bruce leaves after she meets Silver, and Silver just freaking two times it. Like she goes,
yeah.
she just switch. Everyone here seems to have a Two-Face, a Harvey
little
Dent
bit.
Two-Face thing going on.
A little bit.
Her and Enigma, like they're able to switch it.
And Theo.
Well, Enigma can't switch it. He
And
doesn't.
Yeah.
Theo
Yeah.
and Tabitha and Butch.
I know. Everyone has
Everybody.
Everyone has
Everybody
two
in the club.
personalities.
Everybody in the club.
Yeah.
Everybody in the club getting
I
turned.
knew that was gonna come.
I
out.
really love that scene. Finally, when Silver St. Cloud goes cray cray or snaps and shows Selena the dark side, but then Bruce comes back and she's like, Bruce, shoo, go tell Alfred that we're gonna have tea.
Literally
Yeah.
shoo shoo.
Shoo's him.
yeah,
but
she
that
took over.
scene when they are having tea I thought was great because of what Selena Kyle tells Alfred. Like that smell just slaps you in the
Just
face.
slaps
doesn't
you in
it?
the face, huh?
All that.
He's
all
like,
that.
yeah. All right, I'll be right back. Yeah, and then she just full on. I was shocked that Selena went straight forward and just called her.
Me
like,
too.
like,
I was
damn.
shocked about that. I thought it was like in an episode
Yeah.
that she would have called out Silver in front of Bruce. Like I didn't think it was gonna happen right away.
I enjoyed that.
Me too.
I enjoyed that it just happened right away. Like,
It's too obvious. You know Bruce is gonna turn on you once you do that in front of him. Like she hasn't shown him anything. You know, she knows girls. She knows the game.
But the key to a well-written thing is the thing you think is a huge secret and gonna be the huge bombshell is the thing that happens like the first scene,
Yeah.
where it's just kind of like I think it's midway through season 1 of The Sopranos, where Meadow just admits like you're in the mob, right, Dad? Like it's that same thing where like that a lesser writer would make that the whole show,
Right.
Where it's like no, we're gonna get that out of the way right now.
Yeah.
That's the same thing where it's like let's not drag out this whole.
Yeah.
We got places to be. We got enigmas to turn way too fast.
Yeah.
Seriously.
We gotta just
Right.
have Selena Kyle say it.
Yeah, this I support. Like going
Yes.
that quick. Like
Yeah.
it's like totally. And when Silver started to tear up because she wasn't
She's
her proper. I know.
I like how Selena gave her
You're
credit.
Good.
Like you're nice, but I'm not new to this game.
Although Selena
You're
Kyle,
right.
Selena Kyle with the slut shaming.
Yes. The
slut
slut
shaming.
shaming.
That is
That's
Silver
true.
Saint
how you
slut's
do it.
choice.
Silver Saint sluts.
Silver Saint.
That's hard.
Let
Silver
her
Saint
know.
sluts.
Silver Saint sluts. So yeah,
Oh, so good. So good.
yeah.
But
So
yeah, I mean, I don't like her. I hope she dies soon.
damn.
Boom. It's out there. I feel like Selena Kyle about her.
And it works because later on, because Silver runs out crying, then Bruce shows up looking for her, and then Silver's just like, "I knew you'd show up." Like
Yeah.
it's some
Vomit.
baby notebook, like the baby, like Gotham baby notebook.
But this is definitely Galavan's way into Bruce.
He's got it.
What do we think Galavan wants from Bruce? Because he said that he wants to kill Bruce, and that's ultimately
Right.
wants to do.
Right, but-
But he
yeah.
needs something from him first.
Right, wants him to sign over the company.
It's probably
Is it the
Batcave.
Batcave? Is it? That's what I was. Or
Or
just
some. Maybe he doesn't know what the
the
Batcave
Wayne,
is.
or like the Wayne secrets. I think there's a lot of Wayne secrets he doesn't know yet.
Yeah, he wants to get his info before he kills him, but he wants to kill him.
Also, I think he's gonna try to take over. He's gonna try to become a confidant enough to take over Wayne Enterprises because they seem to be the only solvent company in Gotham,
Right.
or at least the only one we know about we've heard of.
Yeah, I'll go with that. I
So
think,
that-
they pretty much owned Gotham beforehand.
It's like a legacy company.
Yeah. If he gets them, then he'll really control Gotham.
But he has to get their secrets too. So he needs to keep Wayne alive just long enough for him to get those secrets.
Yeah, and he knows Wayne will he sees the moral compass in him. Mm-hmm. So he needs to eradicate it ASAP before he becomes a thorn in his side.
No, he's gonna play to it. He's gonna keep Lil Wayne not evil.
Oh no, I know that.
Yeah.
I know he's gonna. But
He's gonna eradicate him.
Yeah, that's what I'm
If he
saying.
can,
He's
not.
gonna eradicate. He's not gonna let him get, because he knows that once they get older, he knows he'll become a thorn in his side.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of your boy Galavant,
I think it's just Galavan.
Galavant or Galavant?
It's Galavan
Galavant is the show that
on
aired.
ABC that apparently got a second season.
Yeah.
I thought it worked because Galavant's usually isn't it a term of regalness? So I thought it'd be crazy that Theo's last name is a term of
I
regalness.
think so, yeah.
But it's Galavan. He changed it. He changed it from another name.
yeah, but you're right. Galavant does
shamed
mean
name.
like
No, that's why I thought it would work because he's Theo. Because it's the exact opposite.
for sure.
It's like Theo, good guy.
I get it.
But he's not a good guy.
Oh,
you see that?
Two-Face? Oh.
Oh, see? It's a double on. No, it's not that.
Also, side note: Moncrief needs to catch a football. That's all I'm saying.
That's all
God.
we're gonna say
I
about
don't
that one,
Oh, fantasy football.
right?
Just a quick update, and then we
Quick
can.
up. All right, so now we go to your boy Galavan
My boy.
and his first introduction with Penguin. Penguin shows up, and hey, that's my prediction. I said
That was your prediction.
I said Butch turned.
Yep.
I said they fixed Butch up. It's a
I
setup.
said it was an ambush. I got a little deeper about Zaz's brainwashing. Because last year,
Let's
once we
just-
learned about
let's
this,
just give the king credit. Huh?
you get the credit.
okay,
Butch,
but
I
we
said-
can
I
give you
called
credit.
Butch.
We ain't gotta call you king now.
You can come. Don't worry. It'll sink
There's
in.
no predictions belt on this show.
No, we should get a predictions belt.
I wouldn't really fit.
We should get and have a big bat logo, and I have it right here on my shoulder.
We could get a predictions batarang.
A predictions batarang.
I was kidding. Don't.
A prediction cloak.
I'm so glad I'm
The
here this
cloak
week.
of prediction. And we can intro it like that. Who receives the cloak of prediction today?
That actually, if you'll go to the Target and buy a cloak.
He's on it. He's on
I don't really
board.
want to spend
I
money,
mean-
guys. Let's not get crazy.
I'll
mean,
record the VO. It'll be fine.
Yes.
You go. It's 2 days after Halloween. It's probably really cheap. Really cheap
Probably
to
is
buy
really
a cloak
cheap right
right now.
now.
That's
Just
true.
throwing it out there.
I'll just bring my blanket.
Cool.
I'll just bring my big
Done.
blue comforter. But guys, I got the cloak. All right. So pretty much Penguin heads to the warehouse, finds his mama, and then Theo shows up, and it was a setup.
It was a complete setup.
Also, by
I'm
the
so
way, Twitter,
sad.
I appreciate you get very excited
Yeah.
about these things, but I do not watch this show live.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
don't tweet at me #RIP Penguin's mom.
Well, you don't check Twitter because
I
when
don't
you
know how to
found
not do
out,
that.
the moment you told me something crazy happens the first 5 minutes, the moment we saw the mom, I already knew. I was like, oh damn it, I already know what's gonna happen.
Bringing
Yeah.
this ship down.
Bringing the
Yeah.
ship down.
Although it was you last week who said Penguin was going to die.
I didn't say that.
Somebody in our comments said that one of us said that, and I wouldn't
I
say
would
that.
never say anything that
Because
crazy.
Penguin is the status quo.
I wouldn't.
Galavan is the outsider, so Galavan's
Yeah.
more likely to die.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't say Penguin would die.
Agreed.
Fair enough. And then Vern C wants to know why we don't already own a cloak. That's a good question.
That's a very good question. I should have a cloak. Just wear it around the house. Make you feel good about yourself.
R.I.P. Penguin's mom.
I
Yeah.
hate that. I didn't like. I mean, it was good. I didn't like it because it hurt me, but it was well done that he saw her be
Yeah,
killed.
I love
and
how
that
emotionally volatile Penguin is.
Yeah.
I love the way
The
they do
actor
that. He's
was-
so good.
Robin Lord Taylor.
Robert, thank you. He was so good in that scene as he was like apologizing and saying, "This is all my fault."
First time I felt bad for him.
I got a little misty. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I
Yeah.
felt for him. I
Yeah.
was just like, "It's
Tears
okay,
almost came down?
Penguin. It's okay." And when she's like, "You know, you've always been such a good boy."
He loved his mama.
He loved his mama. Like, screw you, Theo, for doing that.
I mean, clearly the love for his mama wasn't enough because he was still a murderous bastard. But he
Also,
loved
it
his
sounds
mama.
like Butch didn't think that would happen either.
yeah.
Butch flat out say, I didn't think he'd go through with it.
I think
Or he probably wouldn't have set up an ambush, but it sounds like Tabitha turned him back.
Yes.
I'm sticking to my theory that he was never brainwashed.
I agree. That's what I was gonna say. I
Yeah.
don't think he was ever brainwashed. I think as she was just getting his ass beat, he was like, "Okay, I was brainwashed, but now I'm not." And that's exactly it. Because I think if he would have known that Cobblepot's mom was really gonna be killed, I don't think he would have taken Penguin.
she did say something about a safe word.
Yes.
So she found the safe word.
Yes.
So clearly there's a safe word.
Okay.
Right? So that she turned.
The primer, but for him to say I didn't think he was going to do it implied that he had any ability
Well, I
that
think
he had any ability to change whether or not it was an ambush. Whereas if Tabitha had control over him, he wouldn't have felt that way. He would have
No,
been
I
like, "Ah, that sucks."
I don't think Tabitha has control over him. I think she just freed him, and because he was now free, he just wanted vengeance on Cobblepot. But I think he actually likes Cobblepot now because
Possibly.
he went through so much with him. He's actually like, I really don't dislike this guy.
Cobblepot did a turn today.
yeah.
Cobblepot's a face now.
You think so?
It's a
That's a wrestling term. It means baby face.
He's
turned
been a
into good
heel.
guy.
He's been a heel this entire
heel.
time.
He's been a bad guy the whole time.
Good.
Now he turned into a baby face.
You got to pay to see the heel get beat up by the baby face.
Pretty much. See, now Theo's the big bad,
Yeah.
right?
And at some point at the end of the season, we're probably going to get the double turn.
And who's gonna turn?
So we're going to have to turn Penguin back.
Oh, I think Penguin's already.
Are we still talking about wrestling?
No, we're just using it in terms of terminology. No, you're welcome. You're welcome, Monse. So yeah. So, and I like how they killed them. They killed the mom, and then Theo went up to Penguin and told them he was just gonna let. Was he gonna let Butch kill him? Or no, he was gonna when they're gonna after the mother died, they're gonna kill Penguin.
Yeah, he was
then-
going to let. It wasn't even Butch. It wasn't even Butch. It might have
Butch.
just been a henchman.
No, there are no more henchmen.
Or
though.
Tabitha?
Yeah, I think it was right,
Might have been
Tabitha
Tabitha.
was the one who. Okay, so Tabitha was gonna kill him, and then that's when he said, "Theo, you can't do it yourself," and then Theo turned back around.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah, and
Good
then
job.
he baited Theo.
Yeah, he
To
made
come
Theo to
back,
come
and then-
back, and then that's when he stabbed him in the neck, and then I think Tabitha still shot him, but then
Yeah.
he gets in the car.
Of course, Penguin doesn't.
Oh no, he goes out the window.
No, he
That's
he
the
jumps
one.
out the window, avoids all the bullets because
Yeah.
he's Penguin.
Yeah,
I
I was
like-
like,
Good
look
for
at
him.
him, look at him go, and all those bullets go around him. Good for you.
I liked how he finally showed some courage though, because I've never seen him. This is the first time I've seen him really man up. Because usually when
his mama.
exactly,
He had to
but
beg.
usually when like guns are at him or something, he's like, okay, my bad. Like remember like
Really?
last week with last year with Mr. Falcone,
No.
he's like I'm sorry.
Well, no, because that was
There's a lot of begging. He did a lot of begging last year.
He plays his hand.
Yeah.
So that
Agreed.
was his hand all of season 1. Season 2 Penguin, his hand is a lot stronger. He has the ability to run out. Yeah, how about the March of Penguins? We'll get to that.
March
Flip
of
the
the
Coin
Oh,
Studios.
yes. Well
That's
done.
a funny way to put it.
March
And
of the
there's
Penguins.
a lot of memes on Reddit right now, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That say funny things like that. But the season 2 Penguin has the skill to jump out a window
Yeah.
and hide in the city of Gotham, where the season 1 Penguin didn't run the whole city.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And I don't think he's scared of. I think he plays what he can. Like before season 1, I would agree with you that he was scared. But right now, no, I don't think he's scared. I think he just knows what to say.
Yep.
He tells people what they want to hear. Same
All
thing
right.
with Theo.
So then they end up Theo with Penguin escaping. Theo they want to kill. Tabitha wants to kill the Penguin, but Theo is just like, hey, I got an army now because I'm about to run this city. He's getting kind of cocky. He's getting full of himself. He knows he's about to become mayor, and then he goes to the GCPD and just pretty much tries to sick them on him. And so it says martial law.
Pretty much
Yeah.
the second I get inaugurated, and I'm going to get inaugurated
You
tonight.
are my soldiers.
For some reason, first off, the mayor's alive. Tabitha still whips the mayor back and
Yeah.
forth. Don't think I forgot.
That's true. He does.
The mayor is still alive, so they had a special election. I'm assuming at some point they had an interim mayor, We just don't know who this interim mayor is.
It probably was. Is there like a vice mayor or something?
Well, I guess it would be the deputy mayor would probably be named interim mayor unless the deputy mayor were so good a deputy mayor that they would name someone else an interim mayor to do the mayor stuff while the deputy mayor did the deputy mayor stuff. And then a special election would be held, as it was, to nominate a new mayor or to elect a new mayor.
Are you saying this all happened and we didn't see it happen?
I'm saying in city government, that's how it should happen. There was a lot not explained.
Those rules don't happen in Gotham.
Also, if you're elected mayor, you're usually not inaugurated immediately.
In Gotham, it's different.
Yeah,
I understood.
He was clearly bothered by this. Clearly.
A little bit.
In Gotham,
The mayor-elect has just as much authority
yeah.
to maintain, to like make it martial law.
Well.
And he could have done that as the mayor-elect.
Yeah,
of
but
a
these
special
rules
election.
But these rules don't apply in cities like Gotham.
Okay.
I mean, with Zaz running around, like it don't. We got pyromaniacs. Nothing. The rules there don't apply.
Agreed.
So pretty much. So Theo plans martial law, and that's kind of setting Jim off. Jim's not really with it. Jim's already. I like how there's Jim. You can see Jim, even though he endorsed him. Just by the way he's acting, Jim can feel.
He's already hesitant.
Yeah, he already feels like there's something wrong with this guy.
Yeah, I agree. And they started doing that, yes, like from the beginning.
Yeah.
From when he was like, martial law, like you want to go scare around people? Like, you can't do that. Like, I'm with you to take all the monsters out, but what you want to do is not, it's not the smart way.
Yeah.
Like, you want to, tear down houses or doors and basically go find Penguin.
Yeah. I like how how it wasn't just like, oh, he's fully on board with this new guy. Then when he finds out he's the bad guy, he's just like, oh, we got to get him. I like how he was there's always something wrong with him.
Well, he's Gordon. He'll never.
Yeah.
There's always something up. Like, he never wanted to endorse him.
Yeah.
And he was never fully sold. Like, oh, this is just a good guy. Or it's like, no, something stinks.
Yeah. Something stank.
Also, Penfold 74, Steve Kaufmann, your guide to Gotham civics. And Saeed, the deputy mayor, died a few episodes ago. Yes, he did. So there was an interim deputy mayor and an interim mayor.
All right.
And there was a special election for both.
Okay, all right.
Then a runoff poll.
Okay, so also during all this, Theo, my boy Jim gets the keys to Leslie's apartment. Huh? How about that?
Good for him.
That's what I'm talking about.
By the way, where does Gordon live?
He doesn't even know.
I like that moment where he's like, where do you live? He's like, I don't even.
Yeah.
She's
like, do you even have a place? And he's like, I think so.
In your
true.
bedroom.
I live in this really nice
Yo,
place
bedroom,
that
girl.
I think Barbara owned, but Barbara's a ward to the state, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's is it mine? Is it her parents?
Nobody's
is Poison
there.
Ivy still living there?
Yeah.
I'm lost.
So pretty much Jim then ends up looking for Butch.
Yes.
Because they're aware that, I guess,
That there's been a falling
there's
out.
been a falling out. And during the stakeout, Jim, even more so, you could see that he's not really for Theo.
Yeah.
He's like, he doesn't question it. And his partner,
Bullock?
I can forget Bullock's name. Bullock was just like, dude, you're overthinking it.
Yeah.
He had this great line about it being above his pay grade and below his care level.
Yep.
I was like, that's so Bullock. He's like, give me the whiskey and let's get these guys.
Yeah.
Look, so
Just
they,
straightforward police work.
Yeah.
Right.
I like Bullock for that.
yeah. So they end up going inside and they end up talking to Butch. And Butch, that's where Butch finally, I guess he pretty much opens up and he lets them know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's because Victor's already out with his crew.
I love that.
And
Was such an awesome
that
scene.
was when
yeah.
he was like, you have 60 seconds, and all of Butch's people are like, all right, bye, Butch.
Yeah.
So,
Actually-
I'm going to go.
I think this scene solidifies my theory, my ham-brain theory, that Zaz and Butch have been in it this whole time.
Have been in it together?
Have been in it together to eventually take over Gotham.
Together.
Together, because why wouldn't Zaz have just like gone after him? Because they clearly used all the bullets
Yeah.
from
but-
those 2 chain guns.
Well, no, he said GCPD. He didn't know. Zaz didn't know how many cops were inside there. He just saw a bunch of bullets. It could be an ambush. He doesn't know what's going on.
It can go both ways, but I
Yeah.
honestly want to stick to my thought from a year ago that Zaz and Butch are still in it
That would
together,
make
and there
sense.
was never a safe word. If there was a safe word, Penfold 74 said it was fish.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Isn't it?
I like that. Fish.
It said what?
Fish Mooney.
Yeah.
That was the.
If Butch had a safe word, it would be fish.
It would be fish, and that
yes,
is really good.
That is very good.
But I thoroughly enjoyed all that scene, and that is the point where Jim gets the information from Butch. And I agree with you because we don't know what happened to Butch.
Yep. He just
He's
left.
probably with Victor. He's probably with Oz.
He
just
did.
hanging out.
So then they end up. They pull out the 2 AKs and they just go bananas, which is an awesome scene.
Right.
And then we end up going to the party.
Yes, we're at the party.
Full on. Jim fully knowing that something's up, and even
everyone knowing that they have to be on full alert. Like they've got people covering every part of this party. Everyone's on a walkie. They are prepared for Penguin to show up to kill Theo.
And they were right. They got the March of the Penguins.
March of the Penguins.
Yeah, a whole bunch of people show up just like Penguin. I thought that was cool.
I thought that was cool. Very Eminem status.
Huh.
Yeah.
Mosh. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I feel you.
That's what
like
I thought
MTV
of.
Movie Awards joint.
Yes.
Music Awards, yeah.
Yeah.
Tabitha kills a cop with her high heels.
Martinez with her heels.
Martinez
that was so
died.
That
good.
was gross.
That was so
I was all
gross
about it.
and wonderful.
It was wonderful.
Yes.
Because I wear heels, so now I know that I can do that.
I don't think you ever need to test it.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I mean,
know for sure.
let's not
But
get
did
me
she,
there.
did she have any spikes at the end of them? Like she just stepped on
I'm
the
just,
sure
short.
she would.
She just had a super skinny
All
nail
right.
that she. Right
All right, so
throat.
Jim ends up running out with Theo, and then we get the good old Mexican standoff.
Yeah.
Always.
Yo.
Well, and then I liked the framing of this, that we get Theo in Gordon's ear just telling him, shoot him.
I
Yeah.
know.
Just shoot him, where a good cop like Gordon is would be like, but like, no, this
Yeah.
is the Mexican standoff. Like, we talk now.
Yeah.
No,
This is
but
what we
That's
do.
the
Like,
first step. Yes.
we talk, because if I shoot at him, he shoots at
Yeah.
me.
And you. And
That
we all
must be
die.
good for you, I guess.
I liked how he said when Penguin tells him he killed my mom, and Jim's just like, I know, and you just see Theo's face like, oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well, I don't control you no more.
Yeah.
You know, and then Tabitha shoots, right? Tabitha shot Penguin.
Tabitha shot Penguin. Penguin didn't die.
Correct. Penguin did not die, but he gets in the car, stumbles into the car, and drives away, and he's still alive.
Then we clearly have the conference call with the baptism of fire, and Theo and Jim have that little one-on-one where Jim pretty much says, I know. Theo says, I'm disappointed in you.
Yeah.
And Jim lays down the gauntlet. I'm coming for you, boy.
Yeah, because he says, I thought you wanted to clear out all the monsters, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna start with you.
I'm gonna start with you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm glad.
Oh,
I'm glad this happened fast.
Yeah.
I'm glad
I'm happy.
Jim knows.
Speaking of like a thing happening perfect and fast, and this was perfect.
Yes.
I didn't think Gallivan was going to become mayor so fast. I thought we'd get a lot more campaigning and stuff.
Yeah.
He's mayor now.
It's because everybody's
I'm cool with
dead.
that,
There's
though.
nobody else.
I'm cool with that stuff going fast. Not the Enigma stuff. Enigma's the only thing I shouldn't have sped up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care that they made him mayor so fast. I just thought it was gonna not be this fast.
Yeah,
like, I
he's
don't-
mayor now.
Yeah.
He's mayor now because now he's got to take over. He's got to take over Wayne Enterprises, and that sounds like a prediction.
Yeah.
So let's.
Speaking of predictions,
Let's go.
Time to find out who will win the cape this week with
Your AfterBuzz TV prediction.
thank you. Yes.
Oh man.
All right, who's going for the cape?
This is for the cape. All right, we'll start with Monse.
Why? Why?
Because your
me?
brand's making new this week.
Okay, thank you for that. This is really hard because they keep throwing stuff at us that I was not expecting. Theo, Tabitha, Silver, they will all die. They will all die probably at the same time at an event, and they will be taken down by Gordon and Penguin together. Like, I don't think they're gonna join forces. I'm not saying that, but I think that they are gonna come together, and it's gonna be at some event, like a mayor some campaign, and all three of them will die. Yes, they all have to die because she kissed Lil Wayne at the end.
Yeah, kiss Lil Wayne.
She has to be out of the picture.
Damn, for kissing a boy?
No, for him to like move on, for him to forget about her, for him to trust Selena. She has to be killed because
Maybe he
she's
doesn't-
bad.
Maybe he doesn't trust Selena. Maybe he's not supposed to trust Selena.
Also, Penfold 74 is saying he's shipping them together and he's calling them Brivler.
Brivler.
Wow.
Bruce and Silver.
Brilver? That'd be Brilver.
Bruce and Silver.
Brivler.
Brivler. We'll work on this, guys.
Yeah.
Everybody just go Bruce St. Cloud. Is that too clean?
That's
Bruce St. Cloud.
that. I actually really like
That
that.
was precious.
Thank you.
That was precious.
Bruce St.
Silver
Cloud. We
Wayne.
worked it out.
Silver Wayne. That sounds like a superhero. All right.
Anyway,
I guess that one didn't go over. My bad. All right. Steve.
All right.
Are you done, Mons?
Yeah, unless I think of another one. Go ahead.
All right. Monsieur Kaufmann.
I think once Penguin takes a hold of the city by the end of the season, because it's going to be a longer arc and we're going to run into a lot more obstacles along the way. I think once Penguin takes a hold of the city, Zaz and Butch are going to try to take it from him.
So you're going with the Zaz and
I'm
Butch
going
on the same
with
side.
that either Zaz never brainwashed Butch, or that because Butch is free now, he's eventually going to align himself with Zaz. But that's a little down the line. Almost immediately, I think, before Christmas, we're going to see Dr. Hugo Strange running Indian Hill, and we're going to get to see a lot of cool villains from there, and I'm just going to say Mr. Freeze.
Okay.
I'm aware that that's nowhere near his actual origin, but I'm saying it, Mr. Freeze.
Okay.
I want that cape.
All right.
If you buy it.
Okay. Butch, I said this last week, but instead of Butch and Zaz, I say Butch and Tabitha are going to be a duo. I think they're going to work together.
That makes sense.
Okay.
I think that's what's going to happen because she's going to understand him.
Okay.
And she likes strong men. And he's strong, and he likes
But
strong women.
she also likes women, so you can't rely on what she tells. Like,
well, he likes. I know he likes.
Tabitha wants to take down Theo.
I think so too.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
Butch would be a very good ally to take down Theo, and a good reason to get Butch before Butch allies with Zaz, take over the whole city. But go on.
Exactly. And Butch, clearly, if you look at his past with the fish, likes strong women. Even though they weren't dating, but he respects and likes strong women. So I think he's gonna like Tabitha because Tabitha's very strong. I think Barnes is gonna turn. I think Barnes is under Theo's thumb. We just don't know that yet.
Barnes? Who's
Captain Barnes.
Captain Barnes.
Captain Barnes? Got it.
Oh, sorry. Captain Barnes is gonna die.
Yeah.
No way he lives.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Okay, so I just
I
had
give
to
you
get that on the record.
Okay.
You don't get
All
the
right,
plug
you
for
get
that.
that one.
No,
You
he
get that
doesn't
one.
get
All
the
right.
plug for that. Yeah. So what if? Okay, real quick. What if Theo dies, Tabitha, Butch together, and then Silver gets sent to like Indian Hill, or like
Or Arkham. Arkham or Indian Hill. That's where everyone's
going. One
going.
of those, even though she's a child, and then becomes somebody else that we're.
No, I don't see that happening.
Gotham does whatever they want.
That is true.
They do
Gotham
whatever
does
they want.
whatever they want.
But
Gotham is the honey badger of superhero shows.
because honey badgers do whatever they want.
Exactly.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know honey badgers did whatever they want.
Know your meme, dog.
Oh, wow. Oh, is that a meme too?
No,
Of
but that's
honey
an actual. It's a meme, but it's also an actual thing about honey badgers.
Is there a meme of honey badgers doing whatever they want?
Honey badger don't care.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a. Oh, jeez. I guess I gotta go on Twitter more. All right. Yeah. So that's it. Is that it for predictions?
Let's do this.
All right. Okay, everybody. Thank you again. My name is Michael Andrew. You can find me on Twitter at Michael_Drew. That's Michael EAL. Miss Monse Bolanos.
You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Monse Bolanos.
Hey.
MONSEBOLANOS. You can also catch me on the Scorpion and Wicked City AFTERBUZZ
Oh, you do
panel.
Wicked City?
I am.
That couple. That's what should have happened with Kringle and.
That's
Yes,
what I wanted.
yes.
You guys can find me at Steve Kaufmann. That is KAUFMANN. I do a bunch of shows out of these studios, including this Thursday, where you can remember the 5th of November. Our sister network, Popcorn Talk, they do a thing called Watch Along. It's similar to Mystery Science Theater. We will be watching V for Vendetta.
That's a good one.
And it's up to you to watch it along with us.
Yay.
We're doing that. It's going to be awesome.
Yes.
Sweet.
All right, everybody. See you next week.
Bye.
Have a good week. Peace out.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.